What is up, guys? So we got part 2 of the budget build series, and as you may notice, the car is in the garage. I made space, I cleared this whole area, that way I'm got my nice comfortable, you know, workspace where I got my tools handy and everything. So today what I'm going to do is pretty much an inspection of the damage more thoroughly, start taking some things off the front that need to come off, probably get it jacked up, inspect the suspension. More than likely things are going to need to be replaced off the suspension, but for, you know, the sake of, you know, making some kind of checklist and figuring out what I need, you know, we'll be able to do that today, as well as look at the million leaks the engine has. The engine bay needs to be cleaned. It's filthy, but I don't know if that's going to be today, just because, you know, once it's wet, you know, from cleaning, I won't be able to, you know, play around with it because everything's be dripping everywhere. So we're going to start off the front end and talk about and take off probably the bash bar, the headlight, and whatever else looks like it needs to come off, like now. So let's dive in there. All right, so previous video kind of just talked about, hey, you know, this is smashed, bent, whatever. So obviously we're going to take this off. This headlight's broke. This is bent. The fender's no good. That fender's probably going to come off. I don't think it's any good. Yeah, it's got dents and stuff, so that's no good. But I don't know exactly how this rad support has been put on previously, because it is an aftermarket one. It's not a Honda one. Maybe it's bolted or maybe it's welded. If we get that deep into it, that'd be kind of cool. But I won't know until at least this bash bar's off and this headlight's out. So I'll set up the camera and we'll start getting down to it. Well, from the looks of it, it looks like the rad support is bolted here, where the fender goes is bolted to the actual body through one screw. And this side, we already took it out because it was going through the bash bar. But as you can see, the whole support, that's it. That's all that was holding this on. So, like, what I would really want to do is take this off right now, but probably not the best idea, based on the fact that, you know, this will all be kind of just staying, you know, in the air. There's nothing to support the condenser or the radiator. But I have a good idea that if I get this whole front, I could probably just bolt it right back on, you know, and make sure, you know, hope that everything's straight. So I'm gonna probably take this fender off. I'm gonna take that light out. Probably start to remove things that are bolted on, like the brackets and the horn, whatever else I see. Probably take that fender off too, because, you know, that one's gonna get replaced as well. And then from there, I think we're gonna have a good idea of, you know, how everything else looks, which, you know, hoping that's it. You know, rad support, fenders, clean everything, boom. You know, we're already halfway there. You know, just order everything that we need. The bumper, I already got price, 30 bucks locally. Same place I got the EG front bumper. I'll probably call them, ask them about the rad support, 2 front fenders, and then I'll probably do some CTR style headlights. But, you know, for now, let's get this off. Let's get the fenders off and basically get it prepped so we can get this swap done relatively fast and we can enjoy the car. You know, even though it's not gonna be fast, if we get it that much closer, that means we could paint it, you know, clean it, and then gather up what we need to do that 5-speed swap. And possibly I'll mention it later in the video what we want to do with this engine. I was taking off the passenger side fender. I found this wire. It's been cut previously, but if you can see, it kind of looks like it burnt up. So lucky this car didn't burn down to the ground. I think this is what's left of the security system. So take this out. There's like a little, what is this? The alarm. I'm gonna take the alarm out. I think I am going to end up cleaning this today. The car is, you know, stock height, so I might be able to squeeze under and kind of inspect what I need to look at. But yeah, I'm probably gonna take off these the plastic fender wells, and then just get another look and show you guys what I'm doing. So when I took that side skirt off, I wasn't exactly sure how it came off, but basically you push it towards the front of the car and it gets out of these little clips, and then it pops out. And then there's some plastic clips on the bottom. I ended up just cutting them because they were all kinds of different. They weren't even OEM, they're just different clips they used. So I'm just getting all this off. That way everything that could be cleaned is taken off. I'm gonna do the other side now. All right, so yesterday I got the other side skirt off, and in the middle of doing it, I cut myself on the pinch weld. So I kind of just called it a day after that. So I'm gonna start off today removing this. I already removed the other side. I'll just show you guys how to take off this. This is kind of a pain. I'm gonna have to take off the door panel. Kind of iffy about whether I want to do it or not. The side molding or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. Probably just end up taking it off at some point. I said I wasn't gonna clean it, but I think I am, because I kind of have to clean all the dirt from the side skirt, clean all this, just clean the engine bay, spray it down or whatever. And then I gotta take out the base in the trunk. I'll do that today. And yeah, I think that'll be it. And then oh yeah, I also mentioned about inspecting the suspension, which will be easy because it's 4x4 height and you could literally see everything. So I'll get into that probably towards the end of the video, but let's get that molding off. So it's relatively easy. Just get yourself a little screwdriver like I have here. Get by the bottom of it, push it towards the back, and I'll show you exactly what it hangs on to. This all just comes off. Continue towards the back, and then pull. And I'll show you guys. Oh yeah, I could do it right here. See how it's kind of got a clip there? You got to push towards that circle, which for the front you're going to push towards the back, and the back you push towards the front, and then you get this guy out. All right, so now I'm going to attempt to take the hood off by myself. I think I can do it. Next, I'll remove this base. Alright. Well, I just noticed this, so probably gonna have to take off this rear bumper as well, replace it. This car was definitely hit in the rear at some point. There's no question about it. there's like, you know, little cracks and crap, and you can see a previous repair. And that's kind of why this taillight probably don't sit so flush. I'm not bugging about it. It's really no big deal. The car's not perfect. It never was. I'm just trying to get it nice again, but some issues again. All right, so I decided I'm going to take the bumper off. Sorry I didn't get a video of it fully coming off, but I'll run you guys through. There was a screw up here and here holding the bumper. Someone used string to hold it over here. And here's some discouraging sights for you. A lot of filler. But, I mean, this isn't a show car by any means, so I'm not gonna bug. Like I said, I'm not gonna worry about it. And then we got, there's clips over here. I ended up breaking them, but those, look, oh, look how it's being held on, how nice. So I'll fix that. Over here, some string once again. And over here where it's repaired, kind of sticks out weird. Awesome. And then they had a bolt holding it in over here, and same thing, screws. So the old bumper's hanging out. All right, so I'm just gonna go crazy, spray everything down, scrub it with my nice little scrub brush, and wash it and see what it looks like afterwards. See if we can get up in there. This thing's filthy dirty. Alright, probably just time lapses. All right, so washed it down. I even started it. It started right up. This clip broke off at some point during the wash. If I had to guess, I would say it's a knock sensor. It's one wire. Kind of looks like the one that, you know, is on the K. I'm not exactly sure. Honestly, I'm not really worried about it either. But this fender apron, whatever you want to call it, cleaned that up. Could probably hit some spots better. That's still got some goop on it. This whole area that looked like crap, relatively clean. I'll hit it once I get the rad support off. I did the firewall. The firewall's pretty freaking dirty. So, you know, at some point, I'm sure the motor will come out and I'll clean that. And same thing over here. Clean that nice. Side screw area, much better. Went around the quarter panels in the rear, cleaned that up. Is there water in here? Of course. I don't know if it's in the lens or behind it. That kind of stinks. But yeah, that's that, I guess. All right, so it's clean. So take a look at the suspension, and you know, could be possibly original shocks in here. Upper control arm looks stock, of course. Boot's fine. It's got a sway bar. I guess you see that right there. It's a sway bar in the front, which is kind of cool. Probably because it's an EX model. And like I said, this thing just really, it's a bouncy car. This side, First thing I see, broken ball joint right there, boot ripped. It's got a part number on it. It does look like it's stock and factory, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to upgrade. A million oil leaks everywhere. All that stuff, you know, will be taken care of in time. It's got rear drums. I'm thinking about possibly going back to the junkyard and getting those discs, so we can do a disc swap. And probably just a factory 1998 shock again, and control arm. So lots of stuff that could be upgraded for sure. Everything's stock, everything's probably old and worn out. All right, so the Civic is back in the garage. It's pretty much down to where it's gonna be until, you know, I get all the parts. I priced them all out. Fender, both fenders, hood, support, front bumper. I need to price out the rear bumper now, but without the rear bumper, it was $200, which is not bad at all. So that I'm gonna try to pick up this Saturday. This window decided to not go up. It fell, I think it's off the track. So, you know, my Hyundai does that sometimes when it gets, you know, when I don't know, when it rains, it gets wet. I don't know, it slips off the track. I don't know why. So that maybe some other episode, next one maybe, I will address that, because the window cannot stay down, even though it is in the garage. You know, I don't want to deal with that at a later time. So yeah, this is coming along much cleaner now. The engine bay is gonna have to get painted at some point when the motor comes out. Like I said, I don't know when, but sometime in the future, I'm sure this motor will come out. But yeah, just getting it ready for paint, get it straight. That way, you know, the car looks good. And somewhere along the line, I'm gonna be looking for 5-speed parts. Already trying to track them down. This weekend, expect, well, maybe not expect, but I'm going to go to the junkyard, so expect another junkyard video, along with me picking up the body panels. Hopefully, let's say everything goes well, we'll hopefully get everything this weekend. That way we can put it together by the end of next week. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up today's video. You know, it's just disassembly, some cleaning, some inspection, but everything feels, you know, nothing feels too crazy, even though the rear looks like it was smashed. Like I said, this isn't a show car, but I still want it to be relatively clean, so I'm not worried about that. You know, I'm more worried about getting everything straight, the body panels on, that way it's not a skeleton anymore. So that's going to conclude today's video. Hope you guys liked it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out a whole lot, and I appreciate everyone's comments and Instagram messages. And yeah, I appreciate all that. So till next time, E.G. Chris, later.